Hello, everyone. This is the More is Less podcast show with your hosts, Todd Moore and
Tyler Moore.
And we're here bringing you another exciting week of news. And this is the news that we like to watch and we listen to and are interested in. This is also where you get more news in less time. Today is it's Thursday, May 21st. And we're still in the COVID virus stage, and it sucks. It sucks.
At least the second wave hasn't hit us yet, or it has. I don't know.
Hopefully it doesn't. That's what I would have to say. Hopefully it doesn't. Let's talk a little bit. We'll go into global news. Basically, it's the same format every week. A little global news, a little tech news, a little gaming news, and then a little sports news at the end. And we always keep it compact. Since we don't have brackets and we don't have really anything like good news to talk about, it will be coming, but it's going to take some time. So let's go ahead and get into it. It is Corona time. Unfortunately, Corona time. And the stock market today is down 100 points. I'm not being exact, about 100 points. Good news though is it's up for the last 5 days. It's up. So
barely.
Yeah.
Like the 18th was when it got a massive spike.
Went from 23.5 up to roughly 24.5. So yeah, that's 1,000 right there. So it's definitely on an uptick. So we're really, really happy about that. And that's in spite an increase in unemployment rate, which is surprising, right? And also without any stimulus package for federal or for state and local governments, and it still passed. Or not pass it. We still 100 points down today, but for overall the week we can't complain for sure. Can't complain. So that is some good fucking news. Yeah, and most folks they're staying in. They're either working from home, or they're enjoying themselves with a long ass vacation, or maybe not enjoying themselves. It's been too long. Some of us essential workers though, we're all still going to work, just trying to get it done. This is something I don't like to know about. China, and it's not the people, it's the government. The Chinese people, I've had Chinese friends. They're still my friends, but I don't contact them anymore because they don't live in America anymore. Every once in a while I'll get an email, but it's been a while. That's okay. But anyway, point is, China now is proposing a hugely controversial national security law for Hong Kong, and it tantamounts to basically having Beijing or China government be able to bring in their own people, despite of any of the local laws or elections or anything. They can bring in their own people, they can make their own rules, and it will not be an autonomous city anymore. It'll be controlled by the communist state.
Wait, Hong Kong won't be controlled by the communist state?
It will be. They will be now, completely.
They won't like that.
They were a completely autonomous city from China. They were owned by Britain for a long time. Britain gave it back to China. China was like, oh yeah, don't worry about it. We good. And then now they're like, we've got you now, middle one. And so there's people, and then
really pissed about it.
They are, and there's already been demonstrations. I mean, right now because of COVID, there hasn't been any demonstrations, but there's already saying that they're going to be coming back out as soon as they can. But they're trying to do this under the COVID. See, China is where no one can bother him. See, and some of the rules.
That's when COVID started. It was in China. How are they getting away with that?
Yeah, I don't know, but it's going to be crazy.
Well, it was just a complete inside job. China has a cure for that, but they just reached the COVID thing out there, so make a pandemic, no cure. China has a cure, doesn't want to give it out,
right?
And does this, just so they can have control over Hong Kong. I can actually see that happening because communists.
Right. They don't have to play by any rules, unfortunately. That's why we need to get our manufacturing back home. If I got to pay 15 extra cents for something, or I'm exaggerating, but if I got to pay a little bit more for something, then I will pay for it knowing that I ain't paying for all this bullshit to go on civil rights being taken away.
I
And
still think U.S. should own Hong Kong for at least a couple of years.
who?
U.S. owning Hong Kong.
No, we don't own it. China owns it.
I know China owns it.
But they're trying to not make it a democratic city anymore. They want to get under their thumb so they can rule and control and do whatever the hell they want to do, which is bullshit. Let's go. I got one more news, and then we'll go into tech and science.
Okay.
You got anything?
No, I don't have anything for
global
news
tonight.
yet.
Always ask, because you never know. He may have heard something or come up with something that he wants to talk about. So, always ask. Talk about anything.
Not yet.
So, New York, the COVID shit, it's
The hot spot.
Oh, well, right, but New York isn't the center of the fucking world,
Oh, speaking of hot spots, Brazil is now a new hot spot for the COVID-19.
Are they?
Yeah.
They're awful hot in certain spots, so I'm surprised they're having a problem.
I think it's in Rio de Janeiro. I think.
Well, see, that's their main big city. There's a lot of people in there.
Yeah, that's where it is. That hot spot is.
Yeah, and that's the other thing New York got to think about. One of the reasons why, it's common sense. Why do you think one of the reasons was that they had such a high count in New York?
Because a lot of people were there.
Yeah, they all live like sardines right next to each other.
Also, New York is the center point of trade and sell point.
At some point, it's about to have way too many people for where they're at. And at some point, instead of trying to invite more people in New York, maybe you should chill on that so you can not have problems when there's pandemics and epidemics and shit going on, Because that's what it is. You look at people that try to live there, the houses are this fucking, apartments are like small. My shed's as big as some of these apartments. Hell, probably bigger. And they're expensive apartments. But anyway, the Cuomo brothers got into some controversy over, I guess, Chris Cuomo from CNN was interviewing the other Cuomo. What the fuck's his name?
You think you said John or something like that.
You don't even know, do you?
No.
His name is Andrew.
Andrew.
So I was trying to get him, but he didn't know. Anyway, Andrew, he's a Democrat, and they're brothers, and there's supposed to be an interview. And instead of, I guess there's a controversy about Governor Cuomo forcing people with COVID to go into nursing homes and then exposing a lot of people and causing some deaths, quite a bit of deaths, I can't remember what the number was.
10,000.
Forced patients, yeah. Killed tens of thousands, right? And so they're joking about it, and Chris is pulling out a big cotton swab, talking about his brother's nose being big, and basically it's just a fluff
how
piece.
does a cotton swab have to do anything with someone's nose being big?
Because when you get the COVID, they take the cotton swab and up to get the shit out, and with the old test, they go all the way up in your sinus membranes. The fuckers, the swab was like this long, all the way in. It hurt. It's like going to your fucking brain through your nose.
Ew.
But now they got one they can just do the inside. They don't have to fucking ram it down your fucking shit.
Thank God.
But
I would not be pleasant
Well,
for that
see-
thing to go through my fucking nose.
It is kind of hypocritical for a lot of these politicians, though, and then to make light of it when they're making policy that potentially could kill people. I'm not saying they did because I don't know enough about it, but I don't know. Making light of it, I don't think is very helpful at all, to be honest. What do you think about that? What's your thoughts on it?
I think it's a joke that went too far.
You think it was a joke, huh? Okay.
They're brothers,
but
so
yeah, but
they're
he's
obviously trying to joke around during
Right,
this
but he's supposed
pandemic.
But he's supposed to be an interviewer, a broadcast journalist, and it's like they're talking to each other on the weekends, and he's getting paid by CNN and basically by people who pay for the cable to be a broadcast journalist and ask questions and make it tough. and his is like the Ellen DeGeneres show. It's not the same.
Mm.
You see what I'm saying? The difference
Yeah.
is. I get it if he goes on Ellen DeGeneres and they laugh it up and shit, but this is supposed to be a news organization where they have the ask the hard questions.
Well, no one likes CNN.
The only reason CNN's doing any good is Trump.
Because of Trump.
I know it.
Well, Trump's saying that CNN is fake news and
you've
bullshit.
become basically an opinions channel, and I don't give a fuck what your opinions are. I'll make my own opinions up. I just need to know what the facts are. You say, you give me the facts. You give me something, and then you give your opinion about what it is. And Fox News ain't any better. They do the same fucking thing, except it's from a different slant. I don't want to hear either one of you motherfuckers. I want someone just to give me the news and just let me decide. This is what happened. Here's what happened. Here's all the facts to it. Not just what happened on this side, but what happened on both sides. This side happened over here, and this happened over there.
How about CNN was mostly Democrats, and
yeah,
Fox was mostly Republicans.
Yep. And I'm mostly not either.
Same. Yeah.
I ain't either
I don't care on both sides.
They both are responsible for the problems we have, in my opinion. All right, let's get done with the global news. Let's move on to something more happy and exciting. Get away from the COVID shit and just get into something else and stop talking about politics and all that stupid shit. What do you say?
Sure.
So Samsung.
Oh, great. Another phone for Samsung.
Well, you may think Samsung isn't very tough. Well, they got something to tell you. They have just designed their second version. It's called the S20 TE, and it is designed for the military. It's
TE.
That's right, Tactical Edition. And not only is it in a super rugged case, it's fully triple encrypted using the NSA encryption schemes. It has it's called dual DAR is the architecture for the encryption, and it has all of the communications that you need when you're on the battlefield. It's got you can use private SM, 5G, Wi-Fi 6, CBRS, and a band of radio spectrum from 3.5 gig to 3.7 that's reserved for the Navy. Satellite to Earth communications, and some public use. They also support drone feeds, laser rangefinders, external GPS, and more. It has a night vision, so if they got the night goggles on, they can still see it. It's pretty fucking badass for Samsung to do that.
But that's only for military purposes.
It's got RF broadcasting.
Right?
Yeah, it's for our service folks, you know. It's fucking badass, though. It'll do all that shit and be rugged. And it's in a small little area. And they've got it, the way they got it is you can slide it into a spot like a pocket, and it sits there and it folds.
Yeah,
and
I know.
You just flip it right open and you can do it and then fold it right back and just.
Yeah, I know what it is.
It's pretty fucking sweet. I want one. I've no use for one. They won't tell you what the price is. You can't get it. It's through government funds and government channels, you know. So. Okay, so that was Samsung. That's positive. Now to all the Harley-Davidson owners like me. Harley's in trouble.
They are?
Yep, and I've been reading about it for a while, but they've been keeping it under the hush. But hush no more. They're going to stop. They're going to go back to their philosophy of old. Because they got a new CEO. And
CEO,
yeah. Matt Levitic was ousted and was replaced by John Zetz, and Matt wanted to go global, wanted to go big, let's sell a bunch, let's go, and then COVID happened, and not only before COVID, just sales started plummeting because the bikes that they were
producing,
they're making don't appeal to the younger generation that buys those bikes as much. That doesn't appeal as much. So they ousted him out, got this new guy, Jochen Zeitz. And his idea is back to basics, bring the company back down. They're going to be in what they call an exclusivity. Say it.
Fuck.
Say it.
I don't know how to say it.
Exclusivity agent, which means they're limiting the colors that you can get. There's no customization of Harleys anymore.
That sucks.
They're getting rid of some of the models that weren't selling very much.
That's a good thing.
And they told dealers that they're not going to have full stock in dealerships anymore.
You gotta have full customization.
Nope.
That sucks.
Yep.
You can't have full customization. That's
So
bullshit.
we're going to have to see what happens with it, but they got to do something to stop the hemorrhaging of the money. And that's too bad. You know, I think their live wire came out a little too late, and it's a little too pricey. I hope.
Oh, that electric one they were trying to
Yeah,
make?
I hope they can get it figured out, you know. Okay, I got one more for tech and science, and then we're going to move to Tyler with gaming. And I may get me another, while he's talking, I think I'm going to get up and get me another tomato juice. It's kind of bloody looking, but it's still tomato juice. Okay.
Probably because it's the light.
You want to talk about this? You want me to?
You can talk about it. I'll probably make my own opinion about it.
It's a sad day for us podcast listeners, especially for us podcast listeners that may want to listen to the podcast on different apps, different sources. Because one of the biggest, best, and greatest podcaster in the world has just struck up a deal with Spotify to be exclusive. So I can say that. I can't say exclusivity, but I can say exclusive.
I don't see this as a bad thing because Spotify is free and you can listen to everything for free.
Well, here's the deal. So he didn't even know who we even said who it is, but before we even say who it is, think about who you think it might be. One of the biggest broadcasters ever. While you're listening to the podcast, you'll have to listen to ads that Spotify pulls up.
Well, why listen to the NCAA and why I listen to, I never heard any ads.
So that's what they're doing. They're going to be pulling ads, and
Probably, they're going to put like an entire series of.
It's going to be his daily podcast. And there's people pissed. One guy says, his name's Marco Arman, he says, fuck Spotify and fuck any podcast that's only playable in one app. Right, because he forced you to use that single app.
Well, yeah, but if Spotify is
But
free.
Spotify spent $400 million on podcasting. They've got special algorithms and applications that developers can use that really help push their app for podcasting. So I know I'm not saying it very well, but basically they have
We're not having a good day.
they're having. I don't see you talking as much.
I know, but
Well,
I'm
you
about
wanna
to talk.
I do all the heavy. I do all the heavy lifting. He comes in and gives him his fucking thought, and then he gives me shit. You see how that works?
I'm about to speak soon.
You're gonna start the next week. He's gonna start the fucking episode.
No, I won't.
Why?
Because you're the one that always starts it off.
Okay. Anyway, where were we?
Talking about Joe Rogan.
Talking about Joe Rogan, Spotify. So they got these programs that the developers can use that they automatically do playlists, and they do streamlined ad insertion and all this other crazy shit. But anyway, it's not. Who knows if he's going to be on YouTube? That's another different app, right? Hard to say. Fucking sucks. Because I use a different app to listen to him. I use it's an Android app, and it's called Beyond Pod, and I've used it for 10 fucking years. I don't know, for a long time, 15, however long.
I still think this
however
is
long Adam Carolla's been going.
I still think this is an okay deal. Like, I listen to the Indy Cats podcast about basketball during the basketball season, and it's mostly an hour long. I have never encountered an ad until like the very end or the very beginning.
On Spotify?
Yeah.
You've been getting lucky then. Well, I guess that's the difference between old and young generation. I don't mind ads if it's free. I don't get it, but here's the problem with all this shit. It's free right now. Right now.
Well, you gotta get premium.
But so you got, right, now you got to pay to listen to Joe, plus listen to ads on top of that.
No, when you have premium, you get rid of the ads.
But you're paying for that money every month.
Yeah, but you won't get ads when you have the premium.
But I can listen to Joe for free. I don't have to pay $5 a month. Why should I pay $5 a month to listen to Joe?
You're going to listen to Joe Rogan for like an entire hour, or
yeah, you can listen to it as long as you want.
An hour, but if you want to go to the next episode, you may get an ad.
That's fine, but I'm not paying on top of the ad. I don't mind for the ad. I don't want to have to pay a $5, $6 fee, whatever it is a month, just to listen to someone I used to listen to for free. Because Joe Rogan has ads in his podcast, and then they're going to push their own ads on top of what Joe does. And Joe spends the first 8 to 10 minutes doing ads, which I don't mind. It's how he makes his money. And yes, Joe, I know it's like $100 million deal you're dealing with, right? But you know.
Wait, who's Joe Rogan? What does he do? Actually do?
He's a comedian, podcaster, and commentator for UFC.
Oh,
all the
that's
pay-per-view
why.
events. Look at him. Don't you remember him?
He looks familiar a bit.
So yeah, Pandora. Y'all should switch to Pandora. They ain't doing shit.
I think Pandora has ads.
They do, but they're not trying to fuck people over. Okay, now we're gonna switch to gaming. I need to get me some more
Orange juice.
Tomato juice.
Okay.
And Tyler's gonna pick up the rest of sports news. Gaming news. We got some hacker news. Tyler's got some news about gaming, and then we also got some Last Dance news. There's always shit with shit. Anyway, we're gonna do a little differently. I'm gonna step off the stage. We're gonna let him go.
You better go around.
And then I'll be back.
You better go around.
And if I knock the camera over, it's his fault. Take it away.
Okay, before Dad knocks over the damn camera, you're gonna edit that shit out. You better, because I don't want to see that shit on YouTube.
What I do?
You put your face to the fucking camera.
Like that? Is it too close? Does it see it?
I said around, not in fucking front of it. Anyways, off to fucking off with the gaming news. Hackers have infested multiple game developers with advanced malware.
What the fuck?
Don't know what it is. I may have to look at it real quick.
Oh shit.
Okay, so
Woohoo! What? What's going on?
I'm trying to figure out what this advanced malware is, because I never know there was a advanced malware that can affect the
Is that the one on the list?
Yeah.
Well, skip that one and we'll go to the next one. You always come back to it.
Okay. So off with the new gaming news. Warzone for Call of Duty has had an update for anti-cheat system, and they have nerfed the RPG, which is very bad for me. Anyways, there's also a big Easter egg going around in Warzone right now for this Bunker 11. If you get it unlocked, you get a new weapon. A new weapon.
Add-on pack?
No, blueprint. You don't know much about gaming, even though you used to be a gamer, but you don't know this current gen.
No, I don't get the chance to play it because my PS4 PS4 got taken by my son.
Not me.
No, not him. My other son, Tanner. Good news. There was tomato juice in the fridge. Plus ice and other stuff.
So, anyways, done with the Warzone. Off to Rainbow Six Siege. Rainbow Six Siege has new operation called Steel Wave, and with 2 new operators called Ace and Mozzie. No, not Mozzie. Maluzzi.
Maluzzi.
And they'll have a revealed trailer comes out to Monday.
Can't wait for that one. That'll be fun.
Yeah, Ghost soon. I knew I will fuck this name up.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima.
Ghost of Tsushima has
Japanese.
Yeah, it's a new Japanese. It's not new, but it's a Japanese comp. I think it was a Japanese game. Well, not mostly a Japanese game, but it's a. I think it's a sequel to another game. I don't know what game it is, but it had a gameplay that got revealed. It will be open world. It almost has a. It almost has similar of a Dark Souls type of combat, but I think it's more of a. What's the name? I think the new Star Wars combat mostly, and there's show off cosmetics like the heavy armor you have, the more protect you are, the less armor you have, the more stealthy you are.
Right, I get that.
Okay, off with the ghost of that game. Off to
Ghost of Tsushima.
Shumi. I know the last one's me. Off to Doom Eternal. Doom Eternal has have an update with anti-cheat system, and somehow the players are mad about it. I don't know why, but that's confusing. And the 2016 Battle Royale, the cutting. It's CULTING.
The Colting.
Yeah, the Colting.
That's a weird name.
Yeah, a game came out. It was another Battle Royale game. Came out in 2016. And this got a lot of fucking hate. Even though that game is dead. You only can play one game per day. That makes no fucking sense.
Does that to keep you off the computer?
I don't know. I don't know what they were...
You just play a different game.
You play one game a day. It was stupid. It's like a mobile game.
Fuck that.
Really, it's just really...
Who's going to play that?
No, literally no one.
Right.
I'm surprised there's still a fan base.
Doesn't make any sense. Not to me, it don't. I don't know how, but I guess I'm not a serious gamer.
So apparently, Unreal Engine 5 for the PlayStation 5 demo, people have said it can run on high-end laptops. According to translated interview.
Mm-hmm.
Did it say anything? Did it say anything? High-end? I think I have a high-end laptop. But I don't know. Did it say something about a laptop or a PC?
It'll play just as good with a higher frame rate. 4K on the PS5 was getting around 25 to 30 frames per second. They could get 40 to 50 on a PC, which doesn't sound like a lot from 25 to 40, but it actually is a lot. And that's not even a balls to the wall PC. That's a laptop like his. It's got a graphics card in it, i7 or better.
Yeah. What else is there? Oh yeah, a new Call of Duty for this year.
Oh yeah.
They have released the title for it, Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. We don't know when the release date or a trailer will come out, but it will be for Treyarch. it'll be Treyarch's turn to make a Call of Duty game. I hope they don't fuck up the zombies like they did in Call of Black Ops 4.
Right.
You didn't play Black Ops 4.
No.
But they massively fucked up.
But I can still say right. I agree with you.
They massively fucked up Black Ops 4 when zombies when the game came out. Zombies was completely shit, badly. And a lot of people were saying that the Call of Duty Warzone is gonna have something to do with the Call of Duty Black Ops. I don't know, but it sounds really interesting. So, what else is there in gaming news right now? Oh yeah, EA has released some source code for the 2 classic Command & Conquer games, Command & Conquer Tiberian Dawn and Command & Conquer Red Alert. Will now be open source, which is...
Yay! Yay! That's badass. I'm a big open source fan.
Really?
I have been for a long time.
I don't even know what open source means.
It means it's free to everyone for everyone to use, and if people want to add on to it and make it better, they can without getting in trouble.
It'll be for the remaster collection. It'll come out June 5th.
Take Linux, for example. That's an open source operating system. It's free. You can install it on whatever you want. You can take the source code, and if you want to add something to it, make it a little different, you can do that. Whatever you want to do.
Okay. Do you know anything about that hacker infected multiple game developers with advanced malware?
So they were going after a bunch of, so far at least, we haven't heard all of it. But they were going after a bunch of South Korean developers that were running MMO games online. And they were using an exploit from Microsoft, which is a digital certificate exploit. And somehow they were using the print server of it to I guess probably the spool or whatever, to keep their shit in there during reboots. So if someone shut the computer off and turned it back on, it'd come back and keep working. And it affected quite a lot of people. So it's now come out, and they're working on fixes for it. And I think most of the fixes have been taken care of. But it's called a pipemon hit. And, you know, it's the way it goes, you know. You got to be careful with that shit. I mean, take CCleaner. Remember CCleaner? I used to use that application all the time, and I used to recommend it. And what it would do is you can install it and then clean up all the wasted space on your hard drive and the wasted files, and just kind of clean everything up like computer cleaner, give you some more space. It really worked great. It had a registration, a Windows register cleanup tool, but I didn't recommend necessarily using that one. But certainly, you know, the log files and all their bullshit that doesn't get cleaned up, you can get rid of them and clean up your system. Well, unfortunately, hackers grabbed it and made a counterfeit one that installed a bunch of viruses on them, and it's fucked up the whole CCleaner shit. Now, I haven't used it in a long time. I'd say probably in a year or two.
Why?
Because I haven't really had to worry about space on my hard drive. You only really use it when you have problems with your hard drive space. And I put a lot of my shit on portable hard drives now. You know, it's like everything. Technology changes, and then you find other ways to solve the problem, you know?
Yeah.
But for a lot of people that have old computers with small hard drives, they may be attacked.
Yeah. I can see that. So
and that sucks.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's it, I think, for gaming.
Let's
move to
for
sports.
Gaming news. Move on to sports. So apparently Scott Pippen is beyond livid at Michael Jordan for right now for portrayal.
Mm-hmm.
Portraying
him the way he did.
The way he said to him in The Last Dance.
Mm-hmm.
What happened? What did he say that just made him mad?
Well, let me keep talking while I finish swallowing this. Go ahead.
I don't know. I'm asking you. I never had any. I know Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan are very, very ace players in their days.
So Jordan was pissed off when Pippen had got his headache and he didn't play.
Oh, because Michael Jordan can fucking play basketball even when he's sick.
Right. And he was pissed off when he stood out for the contract negotiations that he was having with him. And, he did say some shit. He was being honest about it, though, And I guess he pissed off Horace Grant, too. Grant said that the documentary was nothing, none of that was real. So it was all bullshit.
Wow. So do you know what he said in the documentary?
Well, I guess he called Horace Grant a snitch.
Ooh.
And Horace Grant says, and my point is, he said that I was a snitch, and still after 35 years, he brings up his rookie year going into one of his teammates' rooms and seeing coke and weed and women. My point is, why the hell did he want to bring that up? What's that got to do with anything? I mean, if you want to call someone a snitch, that damn shit is a snitch right there. And it is. Why you bring that shit up?
It's documentary.
It's not important. Am I just trying to make him look good?
It was in the past.
I know, but
you still see a lot of people do it.
I think there's going to be backlash from some of the other players, and maybe it'll make him Air Jordan look,
like a mistake.
Yeah, he was kind of meaner than he should have been.
So
I don't know. What do you got?
I don't know anything about this.
What, sports? I already did sports.
I don't know. I don't have any sports, but I don't know.
What? That's your segment.
Well, there's no brackets yet.
What? That's your segment. Just so whether there's brackets or not. What? What?
What the fuck is that echo?
It's the ghost behind this from past.
Oh, it's your drum set.
Right. What?
Stop.
All right. Anyway, you notice how I do all the heavy lifting? He has 3 fucking pieces.
Well, without the bracket stuff, I can't do shit.
We need to make up some brackets, don't we?
No.
Maybe we should follow the cornholing.
No.
On ESPN.
No.
What about the badminton?
No.
No?
They're not sports. Those are just outdoors. Those are outdoor, just activities. That's it. They don't deserve to be a fucking sport.
Well, they like it. We could watch South Korean baseball. We could do some brackets on South Korean baseball.
No. We're sticking to American sports.
Okay, American sports.
Like football and basketball. And some baseball. That's it.
That's it.
We're not talking about any other sports.
What about golf? Oh, there's a sports. There's this weekend. Watch TV. I think it's TBS Networks, TNT. Tigers playing. Tiger and Phil Mickelson's going to go against Tom Brady. Well, no. I don't know who it is. It's going to be one of the pros and one of them, but it's Tom Brady and Peyton Manning is going to play with Tiger and Phil. And that's going to be fun to watch. I'm going to be playing golf, so I won't be able to watch it. But I will record it and watch it when I get home. Y'all should watch it too. And that's sporting. Another sporting news that I brought that he didn't have. You going to watch it?
No.
Why?
Gaming.
Hey, come on. Tiger.
He outlived his day.
One of the best of all time.
I know he's the best of all time, but
Arnold,
how old is he?
Ben.
How old is he?
He still fucking won the Masters and won championships last year. So what?
How old is he now?
Probably 42, 38, 42, 45, something.
45. Yeah, I'm still gaming because a lot of shit's happening. I have to finish my battle pass in Call of Duty.
Okay, well, I guess that's what you gotta do. That's what you gotta do. I'll be watching it. Y'all go ahead and watch it with me. It'll be fun. Of course, I ain't gonna watch it until after I get done golfing. Well, I'm golfing Sunday,
You can always.
so I can watch Saturday. Is it on Saturday or Sunday? I think it's on Saturday. I might be watching it. Anyway, I think that's all we got for news. That's all we got for sports. That's all we got for science. Any other news you want to talk about?
Oh. There's something I have to say, but I didn't realize it. But right now, kids are getting kids are getting COVID-19 now. They're starting to. If you're getting like rashes and they start spreading like everywhere around your body, you go see a goddamn doctor.
Or you have an allergy.
That's not allergy.
The rashes, allergies.
You have a rash, but it spreads rapidly.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
COVID. That's COVID-19 happening right there. And then you gotta go see a doctor.
It's Corona thing. Take the kid, dump him in some Corona, clean him up, he'll be good. Alcohol kills it. I said that. You know, it's a joke. It's a effing.
Dip it in
it's a
Corona.
fucking, yeah, the beer.
Oh God.
Dip it the child in the Corona.
Send him to China and give him the Corona.
Hey man, dip it the child in the Corona. And then they're wiping him off, it'll be good.
Whatever.
It'll be
What
alcohol.
is in the show?
Boy. Yeah, we should actually. It's a late night. Getting kind of stupid, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
Everyone
sorry. I'm
get-
getting close to the mic. I'm usually getting real close like that, and that sucks. I know, because I get loud, and everyone says I get loud. But I'm used to it, so I'm trying to stay back, but it's hard, because I'm naturally wanting to get back up to the mic. Okay, this is the More is Less podcast show. I am Todd.
I'm Tyler.
Hope you've enjoyed our talking. Hope you've enjoyed the night. Hope you've had a drink with us.
I forgot I had a drink here.
And come back and watch us next week. Leave a comment, subscribe, post a comment. I should
Share.
have said that right. Share. What else? Click the notification. Tell a friend. Tell a friend about us. That'd be cool. So I got up to the mic again. I guess that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. We'll see you next week. Thank you for watching. See you later. Bye-bye.
Bye.